Hi, third graders. I'm here with Jack, and he's wearing his jaunty gold hat. And we're here to tell you a little bit about weaving, which of course you already know about. I have included for you a video on how to make your very own weaving loom out of a piece of cardboard and string. That's all you need. I've also included a video with me demonstrating some weaving tips, like how to tie a knot and how to connect your string. If you don't have string on hand to make a weaving loom, I've included another video on how to do a paper weaving. It's more an advanced paper weaving, not like a simple one just over and under. So it actually adds some more weaving strips that you add on top of the single weaving, which is pretty cool. So you can choose to do one of the activities, or you could do both. That would be awesome. I hope you enjoy it. And feel free to post some of your artwork on Seesaw. I want to see what you've been working on. Okay? Jack wants to know too, right, Jack? We miss you so much. And I'll see you soon. Hopefully you saw the weaving video that I posted, because that shows you exactly how to make a weaving loom out of a piece of cardboard very simply. And again, just kind of cutting the notches, wrapping the yarn around, and then taping the yarn on the back. And any type of string or yarn, this is called warping your loom, is fine. Now, for the weaving part, I wanted to talk to you about some other tips that I had that the video didn't really mention. So any kind of yarn to weave is fine. Anything you have in the house. The only problem is if you use really thin string, it's going to take a really long time. You know, the thicker the yarn you have, the quicker it goes, the weaving goes. So it does take time. So to cut, I would cut like a couple arms length of yarn to get started, okay? And then I'm also going to show you how to tie a knot to get started, which the video kind of showed, but I want to show you a little bit more thoroughly how to do this. So you pick up your first string on your weaving loom and you slide your yarn underneath. Okay, so what I like to do, again, is taking that little end that I slid and crossing over the longer piece. So as you see, it makes an X with a hole in the middle. Then that little piece that you did, that you crossed over, it's going to go through the hole in the middle, and then you're going to pull the short end and the long end, and that's going to make your knot. Okay, this little tail on the end you can cut if it gets in the way, no big deal. Now you also saw in the video they used a weaving needle, which is a plastic needle. If you have like a craft needle like that to weave, that's great. I know a lot of you probably don't. So I was thinking as another alternative is a paper clip to weave. So to do that, again, you want to knot it onto the paper clip. So I just put it through the hole. And again, I'm crossing over my two pieces of yarn and taking the smaller end and putting it through the hole and pulling both ends to make another knot. So this is my kind of makeshift weaving needle. And then basically all you're doing is just going over and under, okay, every other one, okay. Now here's another thing, the yarn can get knotted, so when you pull, make sure you have some space so the yarn doesn't get knotted. And you don't want to pull too tight, because if you pull too tight, what ends up happening is your warp threads will kind of go inward and your weaving's going to look really kind of smushed in, and you don't want that to happen. So another thing to remember, a lot of times mistakes that students make when they first start weaving is after they finish their first row, they start again at the beginning. You don't. You actually always start where you left off. And as you see, I left off with my yarn on the under. It's under, so I'm going to go over the next one. So I'm doing the opposite. Over, under. And again, if you don't have a paper clip, you can do this with your fingers. Oh, I am just seeing that this is getting jammed. Oh my goodness. Okay, paper clip's not going to work. Scrap the paper. Okay, I need to restart this.
Well, you could stop it